What's up, guys? Welcome to another Splitgate 2 video. This is Map Guides episode 2. Today we're going to be taking a look at Core, the second Meridian map in the game, and we're going to be going over all of the rotations around the map towards objectives and power weapons, as well as the power positions that you can take on the map. My goal is that by the end of this video, you know the map like the back of your hand and you can dominate your matches. With all that said, let's hop right into it, okay? Hey guys, post-production Chris Parvis Magna here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and follow me on Twitch and TikTok. Bye. All right, guys, we're here in the map Core, and Core is another Meridian-inspired map, so you're going to see a lot of purples and golds, just like you do on Eden. I was inspired to make this guide by my best friend. Shout out Alex. He is who motivated me to get this together for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy and you learn something new today. So there's two bases on this map, obviously. There's gold base and there's purple base, and they're actually directly across from each other if you just fly across like this. And the power weapon spawns are at the bases, as you can see. Route number 1, the fastest way to get through to the other side of the map is here. And you want to shoot your portal as low as possible on this wall that's in here in this window, so that you can step out. You don't have to step out very far. Remember, we talked about triple portaling. You don't need to walk all the way out here to stick this portal. Just a little bit, just enough so you can see the portal wall. Stick that, and then you're going to hit a 180-degree turn when you come out, so that you can put a portal there, and then a 90-degree turn to get into the enemy base. That is the fastest rotation throughout the map, and you can actually mirror it from the other side. So once again, as low as possible on this wall, so you can step out, stick that, and there you are. As you can see, it only takes one set of portals, 2, 3 portals to get across to the other side. It's pretty quick, pretty reliable, but it is kind of risky, and I'll show you why. So what ends up happening normally is when you peek this, there's going to be like, I know that the maximum team size is 4, but there's going to be like 10 enemies right here. I swear, there always is. And so it makes this part of the rotation very risky. If you're really quick at sticking this portal, great. Guess what? The people that are there are going to know, and they're going to turn around and shoot you again. And there might still be a straggler in their base. So it is risky, but you can get around pretty quickly. It's not that complicated of a route to do. The portal walls are big, they're easy to hit. So this is a very quick route, and the first one I recommend you learn, because you can basically just spam this route until it works, because it's so quick. Your downtime is so low. So that's route number 1. That takes you straight to the enemy base to get your steals, as well as potentially steal their power weapon if they're not paying attention. Right when that power weapon countdown is going, and you can do something like this and steal that power weapon really fast before they get to it. That's actually really valuable, and it's going to do great things for your team. Route number 2 takes you around the street side of the map. This is what we call street. As you can see here, like I said, right above in the last video, above my head, you can see the names for all the locations on the map. So this is Omnon Street, and across the way is Janet Street. Okay, so this is to go down street. When you come out of Gold Base, it's going to point you towards Omnon Street. Okay, Omnon is the sushi restaurant that's right there in the corner. So to do this rotation, you want to put one portal here, step through, one here, one there, and then you're going to be very tempted to hit this wall. You do not need to hit this wall, not unless you plan on crossing over to Janet Street. Okay, you don't need to hit this wall at all unless you plan on going across through the artifact to the other side. You can actually bypass that entirely and hit this wall that's back here, and when you step through, you're going to have a line directly into their spawn. And like I said, it can be reversed, so the same thing applies from purple spawn. We're going to go down Janet Street this way, so portal here, step through, portal here, step through, portal here, step through. Not this wall, the next wall, step through, step through. And there you go. And now you are in the other spawn. So that one helps you clear your street because you will get sight lines on anybody. Once you hit this wall here, you can make sure that nobody's swinging this corner back here, going for the back rotation around. Okay. So that's probably the second fastest route. It's a little more complicated, but all it's going to take for you, it's just a little bit of practice and you'll figure it out. It's a pretty quick way to get around the map. Very powerful, especially because when you're here, if somebody turns around to face you, you have another portal wall you can stick to here and shoot them in the back again. Especially if you manage to close your portal behind you, it's going to be very, very good. And if there's people back there, then you can do this and flip on them as well. So let me head back to my spawn. Okay, here we are. So that was route number 2. Now, route number 3, and this one's a little more, this one's a little sneakier. It's a little longer and more complicated, but it is sneakier. I don't really see a whole lot of people using this route. So once again, almost every route coming out of here, or at least 2 of the ones I'm going to show you today, start on this portal wall here. And you want to place your portal as low and as far left as you possibly can. So in this bottom left corner, okay? We're going to go here, and then you'll see that you can actually see this wall here. Okay, you can even see this one. But we don't really need this one. This one just opens some angles into your street side. But if you go to this wall, all right, you go to this wall here. When you step through, you have a route straight into bottom mid. And it can go all the way to the enemy base, as you can see. Like that. And like I said, it's a little sneakier. I don't really see a whole lot of people. Whenever I go through this route, I don't get contested very often, unless there's like a domination site or something down here that people are fighting over. It's a pretty safe route to do. And you won't be, you typically won't have like run into anyone that's like kind of just randomly running around down there. Okay. So that was route number 3. I can show you a bonus route here. This is kind of just a variation that like I've already shown you basically like that. This is the foundation of everything. From here on out, it's just a matter of like there are extensions to these routes is how I can say it. So you can actually go around backside. Actually go around backside like this. And now once you're here, you have a couple options. If you're trying to go across into their side of the street, you can go here, 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 and get into their side of the street. Or you can, remember we were coming out of this wall here. Or you can go and kind of enter that very first rotation I showed you from this backside here. Right, so from this wall, you can hop into this kind of like a portal hall highway, if we're gonna call it that, and then end up at the enemy base again. So it's kind of an extension. It takes you around back. Sometimes you do have people that are like kind of sneaking around back here to try to get some steals. So it's a good idea to kind of make sure you clear this back corner. And make sure that no one is going to try to get a steal on you, trying to be sneaky down here, down below. Something to note, and this is actually, I'm hoping this gets patched. So if I go from Gold Base, right, to Gold Bridge, right, I'm up here, I can actually not see the portal walls in Purple Base. Actually, that one's stuck. Yeah, you can barely see that portal wall right there. As you can see, it's a really hard angle to hit, right? But if I go from Purple Base, right, so now I'm in Purple Base. I go to Purple Base to Purple Bridge, as it says here. It's actually so easy to see these portal walls. Look at that. That one is completely exposed. So from the purple bridge, you can actually do this rotation here. And once you get to this corner, even if you're exposed to this angle, it doesn't take a whole lot to do this. And then you're in the enemy spawn like that. However, for some reason or another, I don't know what's wrong with the map design. For some reason or another, that rotation, that specific rotation, so let's repeat it again. You're gonna see it's basically impossible from when you're coming from the gold side. As you can see, I cannot see that leftmost wall. Oh my god, it's stuck. It's stuck. So there's that I don't have enough line of sight, in my opinion, to stick that. But it did stick. And as you can see, it's much harder. So that kind of, it kind of means that purple's slightly better. It's a very niche interaction. You're not gonna get a whole lot of people that try to do something like that, because it's not as safe as doing something like this, right? Or as reliable. Exposing yourself to all of these angles to be fired at from, it's not really the safest or smartest thing to do. So it's very niche, but I thought I'd show you so you know. So as far as power positions, you already know the power weapon locations, and getting to them, any of the rotations I showed you today, you can use to get the power weapons. As far as power positions go, the most important place on this map is this room here. It's called window. As far as I can tell, having control of window and a little bit of control of bridge helps a ton when it comes to running split balls, and when it comes to blocking off enemy runners and stopping enemy rotations. Having control of this room is very, very strong. Bridge is probably second best. It's just very exposed, like I said, and there's not really a whole lot of portal walls for you to use to like get out of here if you need to. But this room is very, very powerful. That about covers the map core. It's actually a much smaller map than I thought. Like, it feels big, but then when you start portaling around it, there's not a whole lot. Like, it has less routes than Eden does, for example. And the routes are very like samey, right? So you're going to be doing the same kind of routes over and over. But this is it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to let me know down below in the comments. I appreciate all of your support. The channel, like I said, is growing. If you would be so kind to leave me a like as well, so this video gets shown to all other Splitgate players on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe and follow me over on twitch.tv/ChrisParvisMagna and TikTok, Chris Pyrus Magna as well. I hope you guys found this informative. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.